What's up, everybody? This is the Fan Dude 21 back at you once again here. What you're looking at here today is a 52-inch S.M.C. The Emperor ceiling fan in antique brass finish. The fan here dates to sometime around, I would say, 1982 or 1983. It's one of the very earliest iterations of the Emperor. It's lasted all the way until probably very late 80s, early 90s, I would guess, by S.M.C. Like I said, this is literally called the Emperor. We usually coin this style of fan as the Emperor style, as S.M.C. of course named it literally the Emperor, and someone just started coining the term as a general term for all the fans, so that's what you get. But this one, like I said, this one is the Emperor. It's a 3-speed fan, electrically reversible. Uses a stamped steel S.M.C. UFO style motor like they did in the 80s. When I got this fan, everything you see here on the fan is original with the exception of the pull chain fobs. And when I got it, the original capacitor in the fan exploded. It freaking had a catastrophic failure. So I had to put a new capacitor in this thing, and it runs like a top once again. And there really not much else to say about it. Like I said, everything on the fan is original, even the light kit and the globe is original. It's got a pretty narrow cane blades, which depict the much earlier model fan. I think the later ones had a bit of a wider cane. And yeah. So we'll go and give this thing a demonstration. We'll show you the light. And we're going to power the fan up on low. Yeah, I'm not too sure when the exact date of introduction of these fans are. I'd say around 1980 or 1981. So it's from either one of those 3 years, 1980 through 1982, if I were to guess. The switch housing on the fan is cast. The switch housing cap on the fan is cast. Motor housing, of course, is just stamped steel. The blade irons are cast as well, very, very strong, sturdy blade iron too. The blade irons, if I were to guess, just have like 11-degree pitch. S.M.C's never really had a fan with much of a higher degree pitch than 11 degrees. And this, of course, is the medium speed. And here's the high speed. I would say high speed we're doing here around 190, possibly 200 RPM. Fan's a decent air mover. And we're going to power it back up on the low speed on the updraft position. And of course we'll show you what the fan looks like running with the light on it. Speeds are relatively the same. Of course, warp fan blades cause wobble. Blades have some warpage, but not too much. It's actually a pretty smooth running fan. In the downdraft position it seems like it wants to wobble a bit more here. And back to the high speed. And we'll let it coast. Yeah, the bearings on the fan are surprisingly in real nice condition. Yeah, when the original capacitor went out on the fan, it leaked juices all over the bottom of the switch housing cap, which caused some pretty significant corrosion. Mostly on the inside. Thankfully, the outside still looks pretty good. But the one, until you get to the very center where the light kit nipple comes through, that's where it gets corroded on the outside. But of course, with the light kit on it, that's hidden. This fan here was manufactured when S.M.C was a pretty decent company. Toward the later 80s, around 1987, 1988 is when they really cheapened out their fans. But some of their models, even they made it well into the 90s, are still very cool, despite their lack of quality. Will it stop? Sometime today, hopefully. There it is. Alright folks, thanks for watching, and I do hope you enjoyed the video on this 52-inch S.M.C, the Emperor ceiling fan from the very early 80s. So, we'll see you next time everybody, and of course take care of yourself.